There are many reasons to fear a mission to Mars. However, we should not only look at the negative aspects of this incredible mission, but also consider the greater possible aspects that might come from it. Today we are here to discuss the pros and cons of a mission to Mars, which I personally think and hope to convince you that the benefits outweigh the detriments. Some benefits are that Mars may have valuable natural resources, colonizing Mars ensures our survival as a species, and that this kind of expedition would establish our American economic and technological advancement. Mars has several elements that are raw materials that could be harvested and utilized to support and expand human expansion of Mars and beyond. We could essentially gather materials, create space vehicles, and launch to other planetary bodies without wasting time and resources here on Earth. For example, methane, which is found in abundance on Mars, can be used to make plastic-based structures. Like this, Mars has many unknown resources that could be of use and value to the human race someday. Jessica Orwig, a science reporter and MS in science, said that the only home humans have ever known is Earth. But history shows that surviving as a species on this tiny blue dot in a vacuum so big is tough and by no means guaranteed. As Senator Ananya said before, the dinosaurs are a classic example of this. They've been roaming the Earth for 165 million years, and yet were wiped out in an instant by an asteroid. Today, putting humans on more than one planet would ensure our survival as a species and continue our existence for hundreds of millions of years from now. Lastly, at a February 24 hearing, Aldrin told the U.S. State Senate Subcommittee on Science, Space, and Exploration that getting to Mars was a necessity, not only for science, but also for policy. In my opinion, there's no more convincing way to demonstrate American leadership for the remainder of this century than to commit a permanent presence on Mars. He said, "If Americans do not go to Mars, someone else will, and that spells political and economic success for them." NASA wants to push the limits of our technological and economic advances, and one way to do that is an exploration to Mars. Everyone knows the dangers of sending people to Mars is severe, but there were dangers in 1969 when we sent the first man to the moon. And although it's a very expensive project, I think it is worth it, and it's worth discovering so that humans can expand their society, discover valuable resources, and expand their technological advances. Senators, I am in strong affirmation of this bill to send humans to Mars. Thank you, and I am now open to questions.
That was 2 minutes, 52 seconds. Questions, Senator Nirmala?
Do you believe that in 10 years humans can actually colonize Mars with only $50 billion?
I never said that in my speech, and I don't believe that. I think it would take more than 10 years and a lot more than that, but it is possible with the right amount of time and the right amount of resources.
Senator, don't you think it's too costly to take up this endeavor at this time with $17 trillion debt on the federal government?
It might be too costly, but it's definitely worth it to ensure our survival as a species.
You said that you never said that in your speech, but those statistics are in the resolve of the bill.
Oh, I was not aware of that.
Okay, also, don't you think that the dinosaurs did not have the technology that we have to divert any asteroids?
Yes, but that doesn't mean that that won't happen to the human race someday. There could be many things in outer space that we have no idea that exist and that could pose a threat to us.
Thank you.